One of my most viewed videos on the Tickety Talk is about how I managed to feel wealthy when I wasn't. This video has almost 500,000 views, way over 70,000 likes, and thousands of questions, and people keep asking for a part two. So with those data, I knew this was a topic I needed to talk about some more. This is a long video, but it's worth watching because I reveal something you may not have considered before. Save this video so that you can go back to it for future reference. What I have to say might change your life. I want to prelude this talk by saying if wealth isn't what you want, that's okay. But if wealth is what you want, then you're meant to have it and you can obtain it. My definition of wealth is all-encompassing. It's not just about money. It's the whole package. Perfect health, joy, compassion, empathy, relaxation, and everything that makes a miraculous life versus a damn nightmare. I've lived both of those lives, and I can assure you the miraculous one is much better. Here are the facts. Feeling wealthy when you're broke is easier said than done, but there are small steps you can take to gradually ease into the feeling of wealth and abundance. The quality of your overall well-being is a major determining factor in what your life looks like and the people in it. What this means is if you are constantly irritated, it will be really hard to attract wealth and optimal health. And wealth and optimal health go hand in hand because we attract what we are. Feeling irritated day in and day out blocked me from the life I wanted. And when I realized that, everything changed. The first step you need to take is to figure out the people, places, and things that irritate you most. Once you nail down those irritating instigators, start eliminating those or reduce your exposure to them. Here's an example. When I lived in a house that I hated living in, I stayed irritated. Now this is life, and so we're going to be irritated from time to time. It's when we're irritated day in and day out that we risk attracting more of the things we don't want. Okay, back to the living situation that I hated. This house had a really tiny bathroom, and every time I was in that bathroom, I constantly knocked and banged my elbows and knees on sharp corners of things. Each time I did that, I seriously became furious. Throughout the day, I would think about my frustrating experience in my bathroom, and I would become very irritated all over again. Keep in mind, I had very low emotional intelligence at that time. But when I became aware of how irritated that bathroom made me, I was able to make some subtle changes that resulted in significant changes. For instance, I started putting my makeup on in another part of the house that had more space. So there was one irritating instigator eliminated. I also found pictures of my dream bathroom and taped them to the wall in the bathroom I hated. When I became irritated about the size of that bathroom, I would glance at those pictures and remind myself that my current situation was freaking temporary. Think about this example when you start identifying the things that make you irritated. People are notorious irritating instigators, so identify those people, and if you can't stay away from them, just limit your time with them, especially while you're trying to change your beliefs about money. I will also tell you that when I was manifesting my way out of scarcity and into abundance, I refused to subject myself to anything that made me want to come out of my skin. If I woke up in the morning and I absolutely did not want to go to work, I called in. I became keenly aware that how I felt was the most important responsibility I had. I dedicated my whole life to feeling good and protecting my energy. And this tied into saying no a lot. The people around me didn't like my new way of behaving. But when I felt a twinge of guilt, I would remind myself of the bigger picture. I reminded myself of the facts versus latching on to their opinions. The facts were that doing what they wanted me to do would get me nowhere, but stuck in that freaking tiny bathroom. My old bathroom is a metaphor to represent everything that irritates you. Whatever irritates you consistently, do this. Stop complaining about it and figure out changes you can make to eliminate the source of irritation altogether. Now I'm going to stop here, but there's more to come on this topic. Always remember you can access tons of helpful resources at paulaswoke.com. And if you have any questions, drop those in the comments. I love talking to you all.